We are back. What's up? It's MX.
And Pookie.
Says it's episode what?
Three. So exciting.
Yeah,
Very exciting. No.
And ngoba we switched it up a little bit. Yabo. Sesiqala ukufaka ama sauce and ama spice. We're trying to make everything nice. A lot has happened. Where do we start? Andile? Siqala kephi la?
Oh, so much has definitely happened. We've missed out on so much, and I can't believe it. How news just every single day there's something different happening. So yeah, it's crazy. You miss 1 week, you miss a lifetime.
See, when's again? Oh, amasamba wabukele? Did you watch the summers?
I did watch a bit of the summers, because I just wanted to see, like we had spoken about, since they're going to involve TikTok and some of the companies that they were involving. So I wanted something 2022.
Yes.
Futuristic type of stuff. I did, and I was.
Did you on TV or what?
TV.
Okay, mina ngabuke online YouTube comments. Abantu bebengena sorry the host.
Yeah.
Begqoke isuit egqamile.
Yes.
Bebebizwa ngo highlights.
Ay, shame. And it was it definitely
what
was
do you
like
think of them? Yeah.
Wow.
Did you not like them?
No, man, it was nothing. It did not exceed my expectations. I expected a lot, especially with, like I had said, what they were trying to incorporate at the time, and I really think that the duo didn't work.
Yes.
Wait,
Unandi Ngcobo, you didn't like it? Oh, mina, I'll be honest, ngabukile but angiwaqedanga ngoba ngabuka online. Data.
To be honest, I also didn't finish them because I was not excited, because I was expecting so much, especially for an event the last time it happened was 2 years before COVID.
COVID, yeah.
So I was expecting something different, and I was quite disappointed.
Okay, but do you have any highlights?
Highlights was Umakati. Her performance was quite unfortunate because it was 60 seconds long. Yeah, because of technical difficulties, and then after that she mentioned she didn't have enough rehearsal time.
Yes.
She asked for rehearsal time, but she didn't have enough rehearsal time, and then lo and behold, that happened.
What they're putting that on, is it like, why did she not? No,
she says that she feels like she was pushed aside. That people haven't accepted her as someone who is in the industry now. And this is not the first time we've heard something like that from Umakati. She's had quite a tough few years in the industry because people are always coming for her looks. People are saying that she's not good enough to be in the position that she's in, but she keeps making hits.
That's what I was about to say, Mina. From what I've seen, angmazi yabo in depth, but nje abantu bahlezi bemthanda. That's one thing I see. Like, she's got the people. I'm not too sure, like, in terms of the charts in the game, how she is doing. But from what I've seen, abantu bamthanda. But her performance could be grand.
Those 30 seconds were so makati. She did absolutely amazing. Her dances were stunning as always. The energy, she always brings the energy, but it was so unfortunate that it had to be cut short. Another thing that I loved was the clothing, the fashion. Saw MT there.
Oh yeah,
really nice. He
Hey,
did. Pretty Ugly was there, all suited and booted. Looked really nice. Who else looked really great?
Uputwe voice, uputwe voice. Lo mthandayo.
Oh. Udali?
No, man, Questa.
Oh, Quest. Questa was there, definitely. He was there. And yeah, it was star-studded. So yeah, it was really great. People looked absolutely amazing. So I know it was something that they prepared for. Hopefully they enjoyed themselves because it was all about celebrating music and them. But another thing was the artist of it.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you about. Bestini. Okay, what other awards stuck out to you guys? I know there was Black, you won Best Hip Hop Album. Was it Best Shout Out Somnyama? Yeah.
Yes, Blackie did win. Who else
I think
won?
that's well deserved.
Oh, Zakes.
Oh yes,
Zex.
yakhumbule ngintshela.
You did, you did. Maporisa. Yeah, he took an award. I just can't remember the specifics of his award, but he definitely took an award. And yeah, people have been going back and forth about the artist of the year.
Yeah, before we get there, I caught his speech Sazakes. I thought it was very nice and something abantu, especially artists in the game, need to take into consideration and remember. Ngoba uthena something along the lines, in a paraphrase, manje. He's been in the game for 16, 17 years, and this is his first award. And I thought that was telling. You know what I mean? Like, Uzek Sikdala wafika quick game. And in Ngithandile, or what I took from what he said, is keep on going, keep being consistent, keep working, and your time will come. That felt very real and authentic for me, and I really love that. Like, Uzek Sikdala waqala, like, when you really think about it, for this to be his first, like, real award, yin. What's the issue?
I think
How?
he's been robbed. He's been making hit after hit after hit for years now. We've been jamming to his music. That's why he's been someone that we respect in the industry. And for the industry to have not respected him and his craft for 10 years plus, because I'm not sure how long he's been working before in the industry or on his artistry. But we only count maybe when we start seeing Omuntu in front of the camera. We don't necessarily count like the background work that they usually do. So I think he was robbed. I think it's unfortunate that it had to be 10 years. But for him to be recognized is amazing. But it's a long time coming.
Hayibo, kuyalindwa kule game. Rest in peace to Ricky, but you know what he said. You guys already know what he said kuma award na bantu. But ngamjabulela ukuthi uZex uwinile. Congrats to all the winners and ngobushilo. It was just about celebrating music. I think there's a sense of things aren't normal or how they used to be, but kumnandi to know ukuthi hey, umculo uyabasiza abantu, it's connecting with the audience and to celebrate the actual artist. So I think it was a great night. Ngibonile abantu ba-complainer, but I thought it was really dope. Mina personally, ngehlo lami, the production looked dope, the design, the branding ngukuthandile. Okunye angisazi, but I mean if you were nominated ngoba ngibabonile abantu nominatiwe. Ngibabonile abantu abaningi ba-complainer and saying, but it's like, guys, it's an award show. We know what time it is. It's 2022. Seyazi game ihamba kanjani. So singakhali, put in the work and your time will come. The song of the year or artist of the year? Ubalo.
Artist of the Year, I can't think of his name, which is actually testament to the fact that I didn't know about him before he won Artist of the Year. But when I went to see his social media, I barely, his followership and his viewerships on Eland and his engagement. His engagement on his various social media platforms, it doesn't make sense to him having.
But we win kanjani ke? Abantu bamvotelile.
Akekho umuntu engimaziyo because everyone was shocked. Everyone was calling it a DJ Thlo moment.
And then what happened with DJ Show? Abantu abangazi.
Okay, abantu bangazi uyena ohlukanisa unyaka. Yes, people were shocked. They didn't know who she was with ingoma yakhe Isibani, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it was an amazing song, but I didn't necessarily, see it as ingoma bizwa hlukanisa unyaka. Yes, but for it to be in the top 10, definitely, it was an amazing jam. But congratulations to her. And I see her posting pictures and she's currently on tour. So someone is loving her music out there and appreciating her as an artist. So that kudos to her.
One thing I always wonder ngalama award show ukuthi obani abantu abahleli on those seats that decide, because what's the criteria they actually use for ama award? So asitheni ikhamba ngamavoti abantu, or is it like a split decision type thing where there's maybe abantu representing that category? Like I often wonder ukuthi izinto bazenza kanjani.
I wonder for all of us to wonder the same thing, Shuti, there needs to be more transparency in regards to that. Ilalela, khona nje lana esinga understand khona ukuthi something's happening in the industry. But anyway, we're enjoying the music that is currently being released by ama artists, and we appreciate them as fans, and they see that at whatever venues that they perform. Because our fans are really there supporting them as much as they can. I think yonke artist uyayifuna leyo nto, that type of recognition from the industry itself. So the summers were great. Talking about what's not so great. Was the top 20 worst SA hip hop rappers of all time. What a shame. I think, yes, sometimes I think these people that come up with these lists are just bitter. That wanted to be in their position, but
worst rappers or whack like, wow, how did they?
So, do you want us to start from number 1, or do you want us to start from 20? Actually, let's start 20. Sanyuga nayo. Number 20, Chichi Lamaine. What do you think?
Oh, Gigi Lamaine. Hey, man.
It just had to be one of the ladies.
I know, guys. Gigi Lamaine. No, guys. Before we get into this list, what are they referring to? Sales, how dope someone is. Let's agree on certain things, and then we'll go through the list.
Let me make an assumption. So I'm assuming when they say worst, they're saying in totality. From the music to the sales to them as a brand. So I'm thinking it's everything that artist is that is just not connecting. The combos are not communicating.
I mean, guys,
that's what I think.
Angithanda abantu masbenza kanjena ngabantu, guys. Why ninjena?
But anyway, I think it's just fun for jokes and giggles. Okay, Gigi Lamaine. 20.
Gigi Lamaine, number 20. Do you guys agree?
Gigi Lamaine, number 20. I don't want to agree. No comment. I rather no comment.
I know. Shamba Skubek says ukuthi kulandela oba.
Okay, number 19 is Lucas Raps. To be honest, I don't know who that is.
Lucas Raps, man. He's got a track with Blackie. He just dropped an album, 031 to the World. Okay, Mina, I'm not his age, but I like what he does. I like how he's moving. I wouldn't put him at number 20, guys. There's far worse rappers.
True. That's very true. 18, Flame took number 18. Aibam Sugelai.
Hey, yo, Flame, bro, you deserve that one.
Do you think so?
Nah, man, I'm Flame, bro. I mean, I want everyone to win, man. Hey, Flame has got nice music. No, but they're talking about rap. Are they talking about Boom Bap Mundo Shama punchline, or are they talking about everything? I should list it. Okay, yeah, no, 18 Flame, brother. This can't be boring. We need to have solid opinions. Does he deserve to be the 18th worst rapper to come out of South Africa of all time?
No.
Ubani goes over number 18.
I see a number 18. As we go up, I see a number 18. Okay, number 17 is Ngcobo. I have no idea who that is.
Say about Ngcobo.
But I think that's definitely why. 16, Nadia Nakai. Why I'm not surprised.
We magazines. Nami.
Why am I not surprised? It's always Nadia. Shame.
Raga.
Yeah, man.
Friends, musana ukudlala ngoNadia, man.
Another one, number 15 is Witness the Funk. Definitely. Witness the Funk.
Oh, guys.
Witness the Funk.
Yeah. Ima, okay, what makes them whack in your opinion?
No, Musa.
That wasn't a whack, that was a hit.
Yeah, it was a hit, but...
Okay, I'm trying to find out yini that makes it worse. Yini epetayo ngayo.
Man, I think it's simple music.
Simple music.
I think it was simple.
No, Musa.
Yeah, it's simple music. It doesn't take that much thought. It's not like you need to just, connect it with that part of your mind that's like, no, man, this is the part of the mind that's intellectual, that I need to pen to paper.
I've got a bias, yabo.
Okay.
I-content yabo mina ngeke ngiya-approach kanje, but I can say uCharlie is a genius. uCharlie, WTF, Ngcobo, amazing producer, super talented. The Umozi used to be in the group back in the days. Kona Mo is fire. I mean, I don't think they deserve to be number. And they've got that track with Cool Cat. La bagqoke khona izinto ze-army. Onje, how does it go? It is so fire. It's got JR, Malum Cool Cats, and Witness the Funk. It is such a fire jam. Okay, but that's correct. But mina ngeke bafire khona badlala nge-Witness the Funk.
Okay. In your opinion. Okay, Mai, number 14. Mai.
Guys.
Skanda. Yes. Hey.
I wouldn't. You see, this is what I'm saying. When it comes to mina ngeke ngumfake khona, because mina ngiyazi hip hop, and I won't say he does kasi rap. Uyishaya ngesinye istayela ngendlela yakhe. I just think of le ngoma awayenza with uPro no Mags. Ingoma Ep3 kanjani.
I remember that song. Yeah.
I think Umai has got tracks. He's got this other one, something about Josie. Ngcobo. Like, yeah, there's some tracks that were meant to be hits that maybe didn't connect. Yeah. But yeah, ngeke ngumfake 14.
Definitely. I don't think he even deserves to be on this list.
Yeah, no, badlalile nguma.
Another one that I don't think deserves to be on this list is number 13, Zulu Boy.
Bafethu.
I don't know what's going on.
He list ama 2000 ilena. Like, why would you put Zulu Boy lana?
I think so. I think it's a 2000 that listens to maybe one song or half a song, not even a whole track, that says 13. Okay.
I just think of tracks like Nomalanga, Zulu Boy is contained. Come on, guys. What is bad? Like, are we looking at the lyrics? Are we looking at the beat? Are we looking at the brand?
That's what I was saying. I think it's just someone who's out there bitter, But anyway, another one, number 12 is Smashes. I have no idea who that is.
Now, busana ukudlala ngoSmashes uZinga.
Zinga?
Yeah, uZinga.
Remind me?
Oh, he was in Cash Time.
Cash Time.
Big no Kid X, right?
Okay.
Waba no AB Crazy.
Oh,
and
Smash.
Then,
yeah,
Smash is dope, man.
Smash
minang, and he had a hit like 2 years back. I'm going outside. Oh, come on, guys. Anyas Leo. That's my man. Oh, I need to go.
I see now. Ngcobo. Then number 11, we have Du Bois.
Yeah, he must be there, yeah.
Yeah, in Bangan.
No, Asbangi Lutz. He's got a track with aka yeah.
Okay, let's go to number 10, Deleuze.
Guys, Musanu ukudlala with the North Guard. With the North Guard. I heard ukuthi retired. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, ngizwe somewhere he might retire, but
was he still making music?
Yeah. He's been nice on the features, going crazy. Guys, you must also think Labantan Bafagala, where was South African hip hop at the time? Udalez, forget the hits. He's been over here since Keep. You know what I mean? When it comes to brand personality and business acumen, bangana bantu South Africa who can even play with the Les. So
that's right.
Yeah, maybe he's not the deepest lyrical guy, but umuntu ospanayo pushing South African rap forward, he did his thing. And mhlambe bengizothi kule list mhlambe babuka abantu ukuthi wena urappa ngesingisi kuphela so you whack, but then why would you put Zulu Boy in the list? So le list ibuye yabo angazi ukuthi ibhalwe ubani why, but I wouldn't put the list there. Uza Les usebenzile, he's done a lot in the game. And if we're talking about raps, I just think, okay, ngoba ngiyazi bomb rap ngiyayibuka lento. When you think a fire verse, I think we on fire. Showing movies like George Clooney. Yeah, I'm so glad with the les.
No, but ngayo. And
Okay.
then number 9 we have A1 Wolf.
Yeah, what do you think?
A1 Wolf. I won't lie. I can't remember a song at the moment. I can't remember a song, but I just like the opportunity that he gave several artists. He gave 031 artists an amazing opportunity. They started a great thing with Shakana, with
Carl Deitch.
yes, there we go.
Wolfpack.
There we go.
Even Gemini.
Yes. No Sketchy Bongo. Yes, was also a part of that. So I think Uguti, rap-wise, I don't remember any of his raps, so I can't
So
necessarily...
you think he deserves to be on the list?
I don't remember anything. I don't remember any of his music. Do you remember a song?
I've got a song with him.
You
I don't like that laugh. That laugh is a bit too loud. Why are you laughing? Shout out to A1. Shout out to A1 Wolf, bro.
No, shout out to him. But I didn't realize they have a song with him.
Yeah, kunengoma ekuthiwa udume ngani ngishaya no-insizwe no-A1 Wolf. Into him.
Wow.
Check it out.
So
Number 8, huh?
So what's your opinion on him being number 9?
No, man. Like, I wouldn't put him on worst rappers of all time. Bakhona nje engibabona ukuthi yeah, badinga ukuba la.
Yes.
And I was just saying this, guys. Don't take this out of context. Siyakhuluma ngoba nansi list iphumile. We're not the gospel. We're not influencing abantu. Siyayishela ukuthi hey, ilist iphumile asikhulume ngawo. Sesikhathele njalo every year best rapper. Cha, sibuka ama worst rapper because there's no such thing as bad promo, guys. So
That's true. That's true. Number 8 is Sthe Makolite. I love his fashion sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely love his fashion sense. I love what he did for the culture. You know, with OK Madam Kulketi. Singkhohle ukuthi bebeyibiza ngani? They with Ricky Rick. It was him, it was Ricky Rick, it was OK Madam Kulketi. It was someone else, but they were just Githin. Yes. Very, very fashion forward.
Give me some of your favorite bars from one of his songs.
I can't get. That's why I'm talking about the fashions. That's why I'm talking about fashion. I love what he did in terms of fashion-wise, you know. But
Sthe, you too quiet for me, bro. Like, what are you thinking, bro? Uthini ngoSthe?
Sthe.
Yeah, Sthe Makolite. Amavida kantswembu. I think he makes good music, but mhlawumbe it's not as memorable.
Just that Sthe show is mhlawumbe besafuna akhiphe mongo kwami.
alone, futhi yedwa. And yes, I needed to hear what he was about because
Did you guys listen to
most
his
of
EP?
his songs were with like they were collabs.
His latest EP, did you guys listen to it?
No, why are you pulling that face?
Ukuthi, you see, and I think this is what's also unfair about this list. You can't say someone is a bad rapper mongayilalelangi project album.
That's true.
Yeah, well, I think it's a bit unfair.
But remember when we had spoken about Uguti, there's something that happens with some artists' music where there's a block between them and the public. So manje, if we can't hear what they're all about, we can only judge from what those things that were able to penetrate whatever wall that they whatever, yeah.
Okay, so when are you saying Uguti, because some certain musicians don't get the clout, so to speak, or ukduma to the public eye, we can only judge them off what is able to make it onto a commercial sense.
That's true.
And that's an unfair reflection maybe of what they can do.
Exactly. And also ukuthi nathi we very asithandi ukuresearcha kakhulu as the public. You know, as fans, we want you to be in front of our faces. So if when you're doing things in the background that we are not seeing on the daily, you know, you're not trending for anything, maybe a scandal or two, there's nothing much that that's really happening around you and around your name. We Most of the time, we don't really pay attention
But
to what you're doing.
why is that? Okay, I'm not asking you. Like,
Because you know why? Because
why do you think that is?
because it's been quite a long time from the I don't necessarily say the beginning of music or whatever, but usually now, especially now in this day and age, artists are using scandals to promote their music. Artists are using publicity stunts to promote their albums and for you to come to their concerts or to come to their performances and things like that.
Yeah, but Mina, and this is just my take. I think that's not the right way to go about it. Ngoba baningi abantu abantswempu, and if we don't promote like with the little influence that we have, you can be dope and still not be in scandals. Kodwa ube blind. You know, there's too much evidence of that. I don't want to name drop, but like, maybe it's not the same. But you think of your Kendricks, you think of your Coles, Bring It Home. You think of guys like Aries. You think of this. You can still play the game by being dope and being who you are. I don't think obviously you need something for radio, something that's friendly, but you can make a big impact just being dope and believing in your skills. So angivumelani nalento ukuthi fanele kushaye kwasa ku TikTok and then happen, or you need to be nah. Drama sells, scandal sell, but that doesn't mean ukuthi if you do have that makes you dope either.
That's true, but you also can think about the whole AKA and Casper thing. You know, their careers rode on that beef. So it's always about putting one against the other. Reese and MT. It's always about that. That's what makes you kind of look deeper into why do you think this person is better. Then you start.
Mina ngiyakuzwa no ngiyavumelana nawe, but mina ngibuka from the perspective of music. Meaning ukuthi jazz musicians don't have to do that. House DJs don't have to do that. Yindaba thini yini lesihlanisa ngakwe hip hop ukuthi njalo faneke yabo. I'm trying to say, when you look at it holistically from a music perspective, not everyone uses drama to sell. Even think of your favorite actors. Like other industries, it's actually normal ukuba blindy in your own way in your craft without having to be scandalous or try sell your soul, because essentially that's what it is. I'm not saying ukuthi labo obashilo have, but I'm saying ukuthi they're the exception to the rule, and every single musician or artist in the game is as unique as the next. So I won't say he's the worst rapper in terms of what the value he brings. Well, maybe, because I can't give you a verse. I
was about to ask you to give me a verse.
No. Sikala kanjena lento ukuthi if I can counter with a bar or something, mhlampe yabo singakhuluma, but I don't know any of his verses like that. But presentation yakhe ngiyithanda. Yeah. On to the next, number 7.
Number 7 is Dogza. Ngcobo manga.
Wait, take a guess.
Take it. Oh.
Ntugza. Angibheka uma Ngco noNtugza.
Sorry.
Yini ukhalelani?
Because it's true.
Oh, guys. Erotendandela.
It's true. It is
Hey, guys, we're not gonna do that.
No, it's true.
Give me a verse from Tear Gas where he raps.
La ukumhlobo wami ngithi.
Yeah.
I remember the song wemhlobo wami.
Wemhlobo.
Hlobo.
It's in it.
Angazi wathiwa wale
guys. So you guys say he deserves to be on the list.
I'm so sorry. I agree 110%.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, hey, dogs are man. You know what?
I agree. No offense.
No offense.
I agree.
I think Untogza was trapped in his own idea of what he thinks is dope. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, I don't know him personally or anything like that, but he comes across as the person who doesn't want to maybe move forward with the times, or like he knows it all. I'm not saying anything or any narratives about Tear Gas, but I often see Ngco Noma E rolling, so maybe they understood each other and they tried stuff, like even Noma E, even if it doesn't work, but you can hear it through the artistry, the flow switch ups, the even the fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like trying to not keep up with the times but be experimental. And I feel like in the big way black, it's too much, and he just focused on how he did it, and maybe that's why
That's
people
true.
consider him to be number
That's
7.
true. Because I thought maybe he was the producer. To be honest, I thought that he was more of the producer because I could see lyrically, no,
Ma'ino, KO.
KO, yes,
Yeah.
yes, sorry, how can I forget? KO was were more stronger lyrically. And also J into push, especially when the group like fell apart. I don't know if they fell apart or what happened, and they were all trying to, at the time they were all creating their own projects.
Yes.
And Mai's project was doing its thing, KO's project was doing its thing.
Wamana wangikhumbuza lenye verse engiyithanda by Tekas.
You know?
It goes, Texani, Sunny, money talks, Sunny, we can
KO.
get money. So
KO.
when I'm just thinking back about before cash time, like, can I get my guy Untogza? Like, I don't remember anything. I don't.
Not even
I don't.
So I thought maybe he was a bit of like maybe behind.
No, but he was on all the track. Mina ngayilalela iDark of Blue. Konje yipi enye mfethu leyo qala with another chance ekuyini igama layo, but nje ngawalalela onke lama album, and unfortunately baze babe nelengoma with Pro Kid and Double HP la bagqoke khona amasoti. I say all this to say I don't really remember much by Untogs. Sorry my dog.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Number 6.
Following Untugza is a Boiti.
Your girl, Boiti, number 6. What do you think?
No, I think she shouldn't be on this list.
No.
I personally think that she shouldn't be on this list because I think she did good for what she was doing.
Okay, give me some balls.
I can't give you a bar. No. Let's not wait out on.
I can.
Let's not wait out on bars, Kwamanj. But yeah, Shoguti, like Ngcobo zakhe, I could really feel the effort put behind her jams. You know, not like okay, someone wrote it for me and then here, you know. But her, maybe someone did, but I felt like it was her own, you know. And the way that she was flowing, she understood the flow, she understood the beat, she understood a lot of things. Even the music video, her music videos were absolutely amazing. You know, I wish she carried on with that momentum because she had a good thing going. She had the flow, she had the look, she had the music video, and the backing, Futig. She had the backing. So I thought that she was definitely doing a great thing.
I just think of that verse she did on Utatak with Uyanga. She was on the remix.
Okay.
And this is how I know that she's not a whack rapper. Wangena lela verse wakhuluma ngobaba wakhe and her relationship with ubaba wakhe, and you know, like the way she kicked it came from her heart. She wasn't being disrespectful. She painted a picture of like, hey, he may not have been there, but I'm cool with him and he raised me well. You see, it's moments like that as a rapper when you take, because Utatako was a hit. Shout out to Uyanga with Ricky Rick. Okay, we're going to do like this. You guys know, that was a bang. It's a hit. So when you are able to approach a track that's even a hit and make it unique and still paint a picture and like get your message across, it shows what you're not. And then the track she did with Unesti was also incredible. Yes. So shout out to Upoiti. Upoiti doesn't deserve to be on this list. I wouldn't say, man, come on guys, like, fuck out of here, man. Number 5.
Number 5 is No Muzima Bena. Definitely deserves to be there. I mean, I just think Uguti, she saw an opportunity and she was like, yeah, I've made...
On your age, my brr.
I mean, guys. No offense.
All offense.
No offense. This is, please, no offense. But yeah, I think Uguti, she saw an opportunity. Yeah, she saw an opportunity, and she saw Uguti. You know what? I've established a certain thingy. I have my own fan base and established a certain presence within the industry. I have style. Everyone is always asking about my style. I have great presenting skills. Absolutely amazing presenter. So I think Uguti, she was looking for something challenge her, because I think ukuthi because she was doing it for so long, local presenter, she wanted something different, something more exciting, and then she was like, okay, maybe let me try rap, because there's always been a gap in Ama females in regards to rapping. There still is in hip hop. So she was like, okay, here's an opportunity, let me fill in a gap that I see that is available, which I think is an amazing thing. Or when you see a gap in an industry, for you to just jump in, but it's not something to take lightly.
As a rapper,
no, music is not for everyone. And I think music is not for everyone. And I think people think rap is easy because we are kuluma. So I can just go in the booth and just talk, but it's not about that. It's about flow, it's about your content, it's about how you capture your audience, and it's about the story that you tell. And if it resonates
with her presenting, you're trying to say she's supposed to be way bigger because she's already got the talent, she's got the fan base, but I do like the track that you did with Uruj. Hi Uruj. With Uruj. Shout out to Rouge. Rouge fucking killing all of you.
Yes, definitely.
I like Rouge. Okay. You see, I wanna guys of shit. Number 4, they've got Reason.
I don't understand why.
Come on, guys.
I don't understand why Reason is even on this list. He's absolutely amazing. Great storyteller. He's so creative. He lives rap. Mm-hmm. He loves what he does, and you can hear it in every single jam that he releases. So I don't.
They got that one wrong.
I don't understand. It's like putting Stogie T on this list.
Yeah, no Reason.
I don't understand why he's there.
You guys, you fucked up. As Reason said, oh, never mind. Number 3,
Sean Pages.
I don't lie, dog. You fine there, man. Number 2.
I funny jang fun guy. No. Ang fun guy.
What was the other one?
Number 1, he came.
Ngcobo. Guys, she got amataylo zak. Come on.
No, but I know what he.
Yeah, Mamtembo.
Yes, he had amazing.
And you went gold in one day, angit.
Number 1, he came out with such a different style, and I love how he added his closer to his music. I never, at that time, I had never heard rap done that way. His flow is absolutely amazing. His rhymes are catchy. He came with his own funky, weird look that captured the audience. I do not think he belongs here at any point. I don't know why.
Oh, you don't think he should be on the list?
Definitely not.
Okay.
I don't think he should be there.
I say they got Ifani wrong. I think they should have took Ifani out and put Big closer. You nigga.
What? It's like
Hey, yo, that nigga, bro. Ifani. No. It's because bro, Ifani is dope, right? Abantu abaningi know him for his gimmick. A lot of people, but that doesn't make him whack. He knew exactly what Ifani, and it's so unfortunate that people don't peep the dopeness. I used to listen to C live on 5FM. He'd go over there, Shama freestyles, he'd switch up his flows, do a whole lot of dope stuff. But then obviously when you're in the music industry and you got a label behind you, you've got records to sell. So obviously he's going to become a gimmick and almost become a parody of himself and exaggerates, isn't. So abantu abaningi saw that and then they're like, oh, whack lo muntu zenza bani. And it's like, no, he did that to be unique, to be creative. So that does not make him whack. If you think he's whack, go listen to his album and listen carefully, Ngcoba. He does a lot of intricate stuff, as you said. The flow switch up, the multis, the concepts, the punchlines. Don't, guys, you need to fucking realize what is dope and what's whack. And he's not whack.
And he's
I find he does not belong on this list, but Big Closer you do.
Number one, drum roll.
El Tito. They got El Tito at number 1, bro.
El Tito.
As in, we rolling, bro. Come on. Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, no, I'm at 2000.
No, but
okay, yeah.
Yeah, some of his music is questionable. I would understand if this person who made this list listened to some of the songs that I had listened to, which I can't think of the name. If that's the only songs that they listened to, ngiyacabanga ukuthi number one, it definitely deserves it. But then if they went deeper into who he is and deeper into his music and his journey as a musician, I think they'd also find ukuthi he knows what he's doing and there's passion behind what he's doing. So yes, but I think all musicians have that one song or those few songs that I'm sure they're not proud of, but they just wanted to release something maybe because they wanted their names to be in the...
Oh, guys, stop playing with Altito, man. Altito's not only just a legend. Altito has recreated himself. Altito's been in the game for so long. I used to laugh at some of his lines because I thought they weren't great, right? It's like they were lazy. But Altito comes from a different kind of influence. He comes, I know with Glitz Gang, that's the gang he used to have that they used to roll with. They were quite influenced by a particular style and sound. It's a America, and that's like fabulous. It was the way they presented themselves. I don't think he's that... I don't think that he's whack. I think that he's recreated himself. He's dope in his own way. And as a musician and as an artist, I think Ngcobo, because you guys also forget, Uguti, if someone has a hit song, whether you like it or not, they did something right at a particular time. Whether you like them or not doesn't change the fact. I think if you're a bad rapper or you're a worse rapper, you just sound shit. Altito doesn't sound shit. I mean, I like some of his songs.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely loves some of his songs, but I'm just saying if you listened to Altito at a particular time, you would put him at number one. That's what I can say.
And also think, this person, it's not like he started 2 years ago. I think that's one thing we need to be clearly distinctive of. When someone has longevity, you need to start asking yourself why they're there. You may not understand or like it, but if they're there for over a long period of time, over 5 years, and they're just still there somehow, they're usually not whack. I think what makes you dope or successful is being able to have longevity and composure, because there's a lot of people who've come and gone, but a few people stay.
That's very true. That's true, yes. But then again, when we speak about that, we could also, look at the other side of things. It's okay. I've seen this person has been in the industry for a long time. Number one, that doesn't mean that you should respect that person automatically just because they've been there, Number two, you don't know how many people above are living apparently because of the industry. Maybe because you needed to be in certain circles and you couldn't get into those circles. So obviously those people that are there in those circles will be there for a longer period of time because their competition wasn't able to, weren't able to make their way in the industry. So for me, sometimes when
whose fault is that?
It's the industry and how unfair the industry is.
But life's not fair.
True. But the one thing that I believe that should be open is the creative space. That should allow abantu, or should open up, ama avenues for abantus, ama creatives, because creatives are people that can't necessarily do a 9 to 5. There are people who are just, I think, ngithini ungabavaleli ngaphandle. There are people that need that platform.
No, sorry, but sorry, and yonke into engishoyo just comes from my perspective now. But yini ukuvalela umuntu ngaphandle?
Ukuvalela umuntu ngaphandle is I would think ukuthi umuntu kumele enze into ethile in order ukuthi engene in that industry, If lo umuntu engayenzi lento ethile noma wena ngeinhloso zakhe ungamthandisisi leyo muntu uyamvalela ukuthi
That's a victim's mentality. No, but
you
in the sense,
because siyavaleleka ngaphandle.
No, vele siyavaleleka, but I'm saying ukuthi, including some of these talented musicians here who are on the worst rappers list, they had to make a way. They couldn't just complain and cry, oh, abantu abangithandi, or the industry's whack. The reason that we're talking about them, they did something right.
Yes.
But then there's a lot of talented people who we're not talking about.
That's true. That's now why we see abantu these artists now going to social media, because now these people apparently are using platforms like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook to show what they're all about. Now you can see these artists now going into that industry, because now it's diverting. Now it's going to, okay, who's trending on Twitter now, who's on TikTok with a following, it's all about following now. You know, where you judge how a crowd is receptive to them. It's not necessarily, now I'm going to put this person in front of your face like them. You know?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm against this whole notion of like, umuntu angakvalela. It's like, why externalize the power that you have to this artificial thing, this entity, ongakwazi ngisho ukuyikhomba ekuthiwa industry, uthi bayangivalela. I mean, I used to think like that, but the real honest truth, la emhlabeni ukuthi the only thing ekuvalelayo wena, you are stuck in your own way, because wena asitheni I've got a nice video ngayisubmit abayidlali, okay bangivalele. Are they the only TV station? No, there's thousands, there's hundreds. So it's about tapping in with the people that matter and making sure you attract the energy that you put out. But now if you have this resentment of like, you externalize the little bit of power that you do. So that's why I'm saying, damn, if only I was thinking like this 10 years ago, I would have done things a bit more different. And yeah, that's what I would like to say about this. Whether someone's dope or whack, or whatever it is, don't externalize the little bit of power you have. Ngoba ekugcineni lo muntu manje uzokhala, they might do something to themselves just because they thought isikhathi esiningi the thing that you say that you want so bad, it's like people become successful and they have all these things. They're like, hey, it's not what it looks like, or with more money comes more problems. We always hear lezi zinto, but you can only understand that once you experience it. Everything that glitters is not gold, is what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Yes, bavalelwa, but you don't know labantu abadlalayo ama-video nezinto, what are they doing? And would you be comfortable in doing whatever they got to do? So akusizi ukutatema ukuthi bayavalela because awazi ukuthi benzeni.
That's true. Talking about ukuthi awazi ukuthi umuntu uwenzeni, and also ukuvaleleka ngaphandle, and how it could affect a creative. There's this tweet last week. So it goes a little bit like this. If not discussed already, perhaps raising a concern about so many creative people taking their own lives, what may have prompted them to do so? Why didn't they reach out? I think it's also trickling down from ukuvalelega, not feeling like they are heard, feeling like they've reached that last door that had closed in front of their face. Was the last straw for them to end up, maybe for those thoughts to start taking place in their minds, and then they end up doing isn't njalo. And then, like you said, not all that glitters is gold. Once ungaphakathi, you know, you face things that you never thought that you would face, especially with something that you're so passionate about. You know, it's so heartbreaking ukuthi you know, your passion and the thing that you love the most being the thing that breaks your heart, you know, because of maybe some people, you never know, or maybe there's things that you weren't taught about the industry or whatever. Now that you're inside, usuyabona ukuthi no, this is too heavy for me, you know, or the circles, or also maybe I'm a fans, you know, one minute people love you, one minute people hate you. So I personally think it's because of that. It's because of the closed doors. It's because of the emotional roller coaster someone who is a creative goes through. Because I think that's one person that internalizes everything. That's why they are in a space to be able to write stories, to create stories, to paint stories, to be a story, because of the hardships that they go through in their lives, good or bad. And Jade, the journey of life is something that I feel like they internalize more than anything. So
that's a great point.
So I feel like that's what ends up happening. And I don't see a lot of musicians getting usizo with some of the dark thoughts they might have. I think they do cry out in their music, but all we do is when listen to the music, sit, relate to that feeling, cry a bit, and then sit, that's a hit. But we can't see that necessarily as a cry out for help. We just see it as a hit. We just see it as hi lo muntu lona. We can feel exactly what that person was saying, because that is exactly what that.
Yeah, no, I 1000% agree with you. Especially ingoma. Like sometimes you hear a song and it'll shift your whole mood. Ngcobo is very powerful, and yeah, the Naleo tweet is actually quite deep in the sense. Uguti, it's like, why? What was he saying? Uguti, why do they not ask for help? Is what he said. But they are crying out through the art. It's just that now, once your art becomes monetized as a creative, it takes away ukuthi lo muntu uwumuntu. We just look at them as like, oh no, uyile artist noma uyilento, but lo muntu unomndeni, he's got problems, has got bills, eats food like you, they go through things like you. And we also need to look at it in the sense ukuthi ngisho nalaba abadumile, they're actually more susceptible for lezi izinto ngoba think people are looking at you in a certain way, so now you can't even just be who you really want to be because umuntu ufuna ukuthi ube lo muntu ombone kwi-video noma kwi-lento. So it's really it puts a creative through a lot mentally, and when you compound it with the use of drugs and vele siyazi ukuthi indle emnyama ithwele kanzima kunjena. Like just as a normal person, imagine when you're a musician and you stressed out, people think you got money, but maybe you don't, or you've lost money, or you've made some bad decisions. And I don't want to get too deep, but like kuningi, and those are probably some of the stuff that contribute. But what I would say or would encourage to ama musicians and creatives is just be transparent and be abantu. Like I'm just thinking like the top, the cream of the crop artist, like South Africa. That's what I like. Sometimes I'm a flop out shy, but then the ones who stay there and like yabo, or the ones who admit to Guti, I'm just a person. Yabo, nami ngumuntu ama flopping our shy. And I think Guti, that's something that is not celebrated enough. We're in this toxic society where it's like wenzi porter, we are hlanya, how could you do that? Yeah. Instead of like, oh no, lo muntu wenzi porter, how can they redeem themselves? How can they become better? I just also think Guti, it goes back to what is being promoted and what is being celebrated, and the importance of just being a person. Izinto esibuye sikhohle nje sibe nobuntu. Into engekho nje leyo manje, it sounds like inganekwane noma a fairy tale, but it's like no, ungahappena ube grand, but now it's still ube umuntu upushe, do your music. You don't have to be this flamboyant, charismatic, eccentric type of character. So this cat make figure when mama camera. No, you can just also be a person. So I say that to say, it's just so unfortunate people end up being driven to take themselves away from everything. But I think it just shows there's a lot they go through that many people won't realize or understand.
Definitely, I do think that there's a lot that they go through, and they cannot be themselves anymore in terms of okay, my stage name is, for example, Pookie. But mind I have to be a Pookie the minute I wake up and the minute I sleep and I go to bed. When am I going to be Andile? I think that messes you up. You can't. There's a point in time where you can't divide the two. Now you become one. I become Pookie. Andile becomes Pookie now. That's who I am. And it's so sad that people don't even see ukuthi no man ngumuntu ngiyibone some celebs out in public. Ubona umuntu ekuthinta yonke lento ufuna ukukhaga, ufuna ukugibela, you know, in a normal setting. That's a crime.
It's harassment, yeah.
That's a crime. Manje mina fanele ngamukela umuntu libele ngithinta and doing all those things, you know. And also fans, the switch up of fans and how toxic a platform like Twitter has become. And people are just, you know, saying noma yini abayifuna in regards to.
That's fucked up.
It is. It's such a toxic place. Social media is such a toxic place, but that's one place that an artist cannot run away from, because that's where your fans are. And you need to go where your target market is. And if you're not there, you're forgotten. And another thing about being forgotten is you're going to go back to square one at some point. And now that you establish a career, always with your bread and butter, you get it through the specific thing. You will have to deal with the backlash that you might get. For example, Babes Otomo had an interview with on Ukhozi FM, and people had made comments.
Babes, eh?
No, I do, because I love how real she is. I love the real side of her. I don't like the disrespectful side that she we see at times, which is very unfortunate. You know. True, but some antics are definitely things that she should definitely work on. I think she has a lot that she needs to work on, Nje, as umuntu, and especially of how her star power shot up so fast with Uwololo. But anyway, going back to her interview, she had an interview with Ututu Khoza. And it was an interesting interview. I hadn't seen her in a while. She was promoting her show. She was saying, Uguti, no, she's back. She's coming back. New music is coming, which is exciting to see what she's going to be doing now very soon. But what made her trend was how she looked like in those pictures and how she looked like in the interview.
In the interview.
Yes, so how she looked in the interview. So people are making... are saying ukuthi no, they're concerned about her health, the way she looks, and now they're attaching certain things to her that she might not be doing, such as they're attaching drug, they're attaching alcohol, they're attaching bad behavior, they're attaching all those things. They're also talking about how she had so much potential and now she'll never get to where she was supposed to get as an artist because of her decision and her behavior. And they were commenting on...
But these are all assumptions. This is all alleged.
Yes, alleged.
Yeah.
Alleged. But you can check some of those things out on various social platforms. But they were saying...
toxic online. So.
Very, very toxic. So they were worried about her and they were commenting on...
But are they worried? Are they worried or are they clowning her?
No, they worry. Okay, some are clowning because they will always be clowns, but some are worried because they saw the potential that she had, and they're comparing her to Ukamompela. They're comparing her to artists that are now traveling the world, and that she could have been Africa's biggest star, especially for introducing a sound that we had never heard at the time. You know, only South Beach, wow, he is a Ngcobo, but she's commercialized it to a point where it was recognized internationally, just like Amapiano is currently being recognized internationally. So they were making those type of comments, and they made me think, Uguti, those are the things that make artists end up making decisions, Anje, you know, or make them juggle with thoughts of what we had spoken about, you know, taking their own lives. So many artists that we've heard about having taken their own lives, like Bob Patrick Shy, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's a lot that we could mention that have done that. So I think it's also that I think Abantu should take it easy on the artist. They're going through a lot, especially I'm always going to go back to the fact that the pandemic destroyed the spirit of our creatives.
I won't give it all that, because there was times before the pandemic where the same issues are still prevalent. So yes, it heightened it, or it deepened it, but these are issues that have always been there in Ngcobo. And I'm just saying this because, like, I remember, sorry, I don't want to make this about me, but I remember meeting Upra and like being 11 and having an experience. Yeah, but I didn't see it in a good light, you know what I mean? So that dampened my, it was scary at the time, like, oh, what? But say all of that to say, Uguti, these issues have always been prevalent, the abuse of substances, like the lack of empathy, and social media has definitely heightened what these artists have to go through and face day to day, because abantu abaningi just say stuff recklessly, like umuntu's not going to read that, or it's not going to get to them. It's really not cool.
It's really not cool.
It's maning a factor that contributes to mental issues namhlanje that even lead people to do such, as we said, such as the pandemic, the social media people, the pressure of trying to keep up with what's new. There's a lot. So it's like I wish the government did more for ama artists in terms of like Ukba says, but that will go against everything what the industry is, because the industry is built on entertainment. Entertainment is all about how you make someone feel, whether bahleka noma bakhala, entertainment. So I wish people grow more holistically, do more reading, yabo, like benze izinto that actually help enhance ispirit somuntu noma umoya womuntu, instead of ngoba phela mekulokhu kuphinda into eyodwa noma ungayishintsha i-appearance, if it's not fixed from within ngeke ilunge leyo nto. Abantu nje fanele babuye bakhumbule ukuthi why they do what they do, and that's something that we but common sense is not common anymore. Like we always talk, but who are you behind the brand? Who are you behind everything?
No one's interested in that.
No one. Well, not that no one, but because there's a lot of successful musicians, right? Like just to see how they move and how they think, they preach stuff differently. Presenting themselves in a way that doesn't reflect who they are. People just think but no, you represent a lifestyle.
True.
Where you are, what you're doing with who, I want to be like that. So influencers or creatives are actually programming abanye abantu to aspire to certain ideals. Yeah. So there's a quote that goes, hurt people hurt people. So just be wary of the people you look up to. And, we can't say we're going to stop being ugly to abantu, because people are going to just keep being abantu. This is why platforms like this that we're trying to build are so important, because if we can influence or attract more people who think like us, we can go against what we're seeing. But there is a problem of like, go savage.
It's definitely savage. Have you ever felt yourself needing to talk to someone in regards to a comment that you probably heard or you've seen on social media, or something someone has said, or having a certain door closed, or things like that?
No, kuningi yabona, even lezi zinto zokuvalelana or exposure, umuntu akhokhele nge-exposure, getting exploited. But now izinto enjalo ngiyayibonga for it to happen to me when it did, because it's helped me get more grounded. Earlier on, we were talking about social media and about people forget there's a difference between a follower and a fan and a supporter. Izinto ehlukile lezo. Ngeke umane uthi okay nginabantu abawu-10 abangifollowishayo ngahappen. Like mhlawumbe omunye nje doesn't even care. What really matters is the quality and just understanding ukuthi wena you in this ecosystem of zonke lezi izinto, and you have to realize that you have a responsibility every time on a platform. So with regards to, do I need people to speak to, whether ngiyafunda or I'm being directly deliberate and conscious about what I allow to influence me, that helps a lot. Like ukulalela amarazo who emulates lezi zinto that I want to aspire and achieve. That's number one. Because the thing is, I hate TV, you have to be responsible and substitute it with something. As Ok says, abantu are a slave to their own desires and vices. So umuntu uzoba sad enjalo hambe ophuza. It's like, is that the best decision to be doing right now?
At the time.
And that's not me being ujaji. I'm just saying, if you want different results, you need to approach it differently. Ngoba there is an agenda being pushed, and it's very important to go to it.
That's true. I think especially now, we live in such uncertain times where it's quite scary, which you don't know what tomorrow has in store for you. This is the one time where you know ukuthi ikusasa alaziwa. So I think the most important thing is for wonke umuntu to keep their mental healthy. Like I always say, ukuthi, just change your routine. Wake up a bit earlier. Affirmations do work. Start with yourself, and then the rest will follow. And I think that's so important.
Yes. No, ngoba looking back your phone, ngifuna sibuye le video leyana.
Yep. Oh, so that was basically like a clap back. Okay.
Was this after the interview?
Yes, right after the interview. So after the backlash, she did this. she posted that video.
Guys, unfortunately, but babes what doing pictures.
Yes,
Weight loss,
shooting weight
shocking
loss.
loss.
Yes.
Shothi
yes.
lento ibamangaze ngempela abantu.
It did. It's quite. It's worrying, but I hope ngempela it has.
That's uyagula.
Usithe loyo njalo.
Serious mfethu yabo khona la khona nomamdude studio.
Yeah.
It's not lo babe somaziyo that. Really le wololo liyasinditheka
Yeah, that's what people are saying. And Nami, to be honest, there's Nami, my heart cries out for her at times where I feel, no man, things could be better.
Simone, but see, I hope this actually drops. Gonna be one of the realest Ngcobo songs we've ever gonna hear.
Yeah. Why is Ngcobo? Isn't this
Where's
what
Ngcobo?
we were talking about? So, the artists express themselves in the way that they feel through music. She's saying, if I knew that fame had this in store for me. Or yes, udumo. Udumo, yes. Udumo. If fame had if I knew that fame had this in store for me, especially right after the backlash, I would have said no.
Yes, why
is Ngcobo? And this is what I was talking about. She went straight to the way that she usually expresses herself, which is her craft. And this is a cry for help. If she's saying ukuthi ngangizonqaba ukube ngangitsheliwe, shuthi wayengazi. Shuthi abamtshelanga. Kube ngangitshelile ukube ngangazi ukuthi udumo uzoba nje ngangizonqaba.
When you don't know better, back to everything that glitters is not gold. Uyathatheka kwizinto and asakhulumi ngobabes manje sisikhuluma ngezinye izinto yonke into nje yabo like isikhathi esiningi mhlawumbe umuntu uzobona isicathulo esithile noma whatever uzothatheka uyifune leyo nto kodwa mase uyitholile fanele kuyibuza ukuthi uzokwazi yini ukuyimela leyo nto.
That's true.
Because you're in the spotlight now that you have that, so wonke umuntu uzoyifuna lento nawo.
That's right. Ugcine uyifake ikweletini. Ugcine uavoid izinto eziningi. Ugcine uhamba nabantu ngamele uhambe nabo, just like uPutilona owaye actor kuyizo who was on yes yes, because why he was trying to keep up with how fast the industry was going.
Oh, is this for real?
It's for real. Mina I think ubabona le nto yakhe ema-role awadlalile amaningi behlezi bebemshaya kuma-drugs amaningi behlezi enza ama-drugs.
That's true.
I think ugcine sefuna ukuzwa leya feeling yawo angempela cause lapha sisuke singakunika ama-drugs wangempela yabo usniff into engekho.
No, but guess what, guys? Art imitates life. Life imitates art. Meaning ukuthi art me-act or umculo usukusho into enzeka kwimpilo yangempela. Labantu ababhalayo lama-show, abantu abazenzayo lezi ngoma bazazi zonke lezi zinto. So to i-point yakho ukuthi sometimes umuntu uzokunika upoison ngoba uyabona ukuthi uyawuthanda upoison. Back to lento ukuthi kubalekile lento elana ukuthi okay I know ngeke ngibe question wathi ngeke ngibe isithingithing. Yezwa leyo nto ngizoqaphela ngizozondla protective. I'm gonna own my shit and then izinto zizoshintsha kodwa nawe umuzolokho uhamba uthatheka hayi ngeke usikhale ngeindustry i-industry ikutshengisa lento oyiyona wena.
That's true. But now and the thing that I always see ukuthi kuhlezi ukhala ngeindustry kube ngangazi take your phone, teach the younger people abafuna ukungena kwi-industry ukuthi kwenzakalani, what's happening. They all say bakhala ngayo but abakhulumi ngayo. They say they're being robbed. Who's robbing you? They're saying lezinto lezi ezincane lezi zokuthi you're paying for an award or you're doing this, you're doing that. Then okay, fine, that happens, and then there's something deeper that they don't want to tell us. That's why I'm saying ukuthi she didn't know.
No, but guys, ningayibuza nani manje ukuthi when you were 18 or 17 or 19 olalele olalelani lona ohappenayo now wathatheka. So right ukuthi yabo kube bengijeliwe like izinto bengizozenza but akusizi manje ukukhala akusizi ukukhala into esizayo it's not about how many times you fall is what I'm saying it's about how many times can you pick yourself up and I think ukuthi ngelengoma izobe hit ngoba isigubhu sakhona siyamasha
definitely
siyamasha so we just yabo we sending love we hoping ukuthi uzophumelela samthanda ubabes odumo nje ubabes nje we KZN yabo akaqhubeke nje mebenyuke banoshimora.
True, abaqhubeka, but also advise, write a book, have some advices that you give abantu on various social media platforms. She's on TikTok, she's on all the socials, all the social media platforms that are available. So now, as Yabole hits is could possibly be a start of a new Babes Odumo, a version that has matured and that's now speaking out. And that could definitely do something for her. Rebirth of her babes through this, and she can start again and start making more influential music.
No, but that's the beautiful thing about Impelo. Uguti, there's Ipela. Okay, I almost said something off, but Impelo, as long as Sapef shout out to Kabelo, yabo usane Ngcobo. Yeah, you know what I mean. Like as long as Sapef Mola, amandla sakhona, yabo umdala kubhekile, you still have a chance. So. It's nothing, and abantu love is a underdog story of like bengi phansi senginyusile sengibuyile ngilana ikusayimina lo. Nothing is more motivating than that. Thina simsendela uthando, simfisela konke, makufezeke konke akufunayo, and let's take it to the top. Because of what DFU.
No, but you need to have these type of discussions because I mean, even if you're not in the music industry, but each part of your life needs very introspection. You know.
Shoni Queen, Queen Elizabeth.
I feel nothing. I feel nothing. I mean, death is very unfortunate. When something like this happens, so publicly a death happens in the public eye, it makes you also think about death in itself and what it means and what happens after death. Because you see, when umuntu that's been in the public eye, when they pass on, you see what happens to the family, you see what happens to whatever they had built at the time. So it makes you in regards to that. But in terms of her personally, I have no comment in regards to her death. I mean, she lived a very full life.
She did.
And she lived, she did a lot in the life that she had. And abantu bamthanda, some people love to hate her, and I have not much to say about that, but it just makes you think more about do things in life. Because
you know what it's made me think? It's made me think of like abantu bethu and leaving a legacy.
Yes.
Yeah, but like if you lucky enough phela ufika 90, it's like kuningi nabakwenza kubo. It's like nathi fanele sivuke senze izinto sibhekelana abantu bethu sikhule senze izinto businesses legacy you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I took from it because ziningi benza amasiko amaningi manje although thina yabo abanye bethu asinandaba kodwa but now it's interesting ukubona ukuthi banamasiko abo izinto abazenzayo ezithile yabo ukuvalelisa
they're not being shunned for that.
Yep.
You know, and then umuntu omnyama mesezowenza izinto zakubo, all of a sudden it's all demanded, but that's a story for another
topic. That's another topic. Yo, okay, no, man. This was a dope ass episode.
It was.
I can't wait for us to catch up next week. And guys, please remember, Ogoti, you can drop a comment. Guys, please remember, you can drop a comment. Let us know a topic, other things we can discuss.
Yes.
Let us know your thoughts on some of the stuff we spoke because these are just our opinions. We're trying to learn Nati from each other. So if you got any suggestions, any comments to any of the topics we spoke about, feel free to drop it down below.
Definitely do let us know. Also follow us on our various social media platforms. On Instagram, it's Pookie Dubs. On Facebook, it's Andile Pookie Dube. You can also catch me every Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 12 on DYR 105.1 FM HQ headquarters with me, Andile.
Stop making your account private. Guys, why you account andeliwe private?
You know why?
Hayi asifuna ukwazi yawo. Abantu bafuna ungena vula profile.
Okay, Zoyvula. I have nothing to show you, but now I do. I had nothing at the time. Zoyvula. But you can catch me there. And then you, MX?
MX South Africa, yonke indawo, mxsouthafrica.com, Twitch TV, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sioni. Shout out to my boy, Sthe, Ngcobo, my polo, call Little Dino visuals on the camera. Shout out to you, Fed Tushanga, my camera too.